Hello and welcome to this episode of the Be Free podcast. And I guess this episode's been a long time coming and could possibly have been one of the first ones that I did. But anyway, it wasn't. So today is Meditation 101. So if I was to be on Mastermind, I guess this would be my specialist subject. I love meditation. I love learning about meditation. I love practicing meditation. I love teaching meditation. I love speaking about meditation. I was determined that this episode is going to be succinct. So let's see how I get on. Let's see how we go. In all the podcasts, pretty much, I haven't gone back and checked them all, but I'm thinking that pretty much every podcast person that has been interviewed has mentioned that they practice meditation. Now, if you have a regular practice, amazing. You're going to still learn something today. If you've never meditated before, amazing. You're going to learn something today. If you've practiced meditation and think, I cannot stand it, I don't know how to do it, it doesn't work for me, then tune in, because I guarantee you by the end of it, you might be thinking differently. And I'll discuss some of the challenges that people face when they approach meditation as well. And likewise, if you listen to this and have any questions, please do reach out to me, because as I said, I love chatting, teaching, learning about meditation. And if I don't know the answer to what you ask me about meditation, I will find out, because I love it. Okay, so a little bit about my meditation background. So at the age of 15, I struggled with anxiety and panic attacks, and my mum used to take me to yoga classes. And at the end of yoga, and sometimes through the yoga classes, we would practice small moments of meditation and mindfulness and breathwork and all sorts of different things. Now, I loved that times because I did find calm, clarity, balance, stillness, all of these things. And then that kind of progressed and changed. And I went on to look at more Buddhist principles. So I would go and attend some Buddhist practices, read about Buddhism, practice those things. And then I also went to the spiritualist church as a teen and did some courses there, which allowed me to practice my meditation and connection with spirituality. And also went to the Christian church when I was a younger child, and was taught prayer and those kind of practices and things as well. So a real kind of mixture. So I would say my meditation practices are very inclusive. I pull from lots of different cultures, backgrounds, both Eastern, Western, all sorts of different things. A lot of principles of yogic principles, a lot of Buddhism, but a lot of Western style Buddhism as well. So that's kind of a little bit about my background as I progressed my journey and experienced health conditions, stress, overwhelm, panic attacks. I went on to further dive into meditation and use those as a tool to support me when I was bedridden, to just really find that stillness, find that safety, find that peace, time to check in with myself, to hush the mental chatter and craziness, allow my nervous system to calm down. And I'll speak about some of the benefits of meditation as well. But yeah, it allowed me to think clearly, calmly, and then I was hooked. It is something I practice minimum daily, most of the time, probably around 3 times a day. Currently, I'm practicing more as I navigate this kind of, I don't know what we're calling it, physical upgrade. Physical upgrade in my life. I'm practicing meditation a lot more in different types and styles, and I'm going to cover that today as well. Some things that you might have heard of and like, oh, I don't know what they are, and we can have a little chat about that. But yeah, I've taught probably now thousands of people in corporations, in nurseries, in schools, within my private classes, within online communities, all over the world. Okay, so I really do pride myself on being able to teach anyone to meditate. If they give me the time, then I will find a practice that suits that person. So I believe that anybody can learn to meditate, and I believe that everybody should be taught how to meditate and find that stillness, mind, body, soul. So there's no magical skills required. Anyone can do it. We might do a little practice today. Obviously, I will give you warning if you're driving. And yeah, so that's a little bit about kind of my background. So I guess benefits of meditation. Why would you meditate? Now, you probably heard about a lot of different reasons for meditation, but you know, it's great for things like lowering inflammation in the body. So if you suffer from any kind of pain, it's recommended a lot for people who struggle with chronic pain, fibromyalgia, things like that. It can really support you in reducing inflammation in body, which in turn will boost the healing and also reduce the pain. Boost your immune system, reduces stress, reduces anxiety, helps you feel calmer, helps you think clearly, helps you be more productive, helps lower signs and symptoms of depression, improves your brain, your cognitive function. And I think this is something that's actually really important in this current times when we're so switched on to technology all the time. Our body is constantly craving that dopamine hit. We're jumping from one thing to the next thing to the next thing, and especially for the younger generation, it's actually quite terrifying, the attention span. So if you notice like, oh my gosh, my attention span is shocking just now, yeah, like, don't beat yourself up about it. It's the way we're currently living, but you can do something about it. So we can reduce our exposure to technology, but we can also use meditation and mindfulness as tools to support us in getting that spaciousness, allowing ourselves to find that clear space. And it just takes practice. So meditation and mindfulness is always a practice. It's a continual practice. It's like eating the right food or walking. Yeah, it's something we need to do every single day. And the more we do it, I would like to say the easier it gets, but when we come on to challenges, I'll maybe go against that. So it can help with things like reducing the side effects of medication. So anyone who's maybe going through a specific condition, cancer, things like that, it can really help with that. It can also help with the awareness and understanding of our emotions around situations. So most of the things I've mentioned that are kind of, you know, physical, tangible, boost immunity, reduce stress. You know, this is kind of like the science-backed aspects. But it will also do things like support you emotionally, build your emotional intelligence, build your resilience, build your capacity to respond when challenging things occur, improve your sleep, improve your outlook on life. I like to say there's absolutely nothing that meditation cannot help but support you with. So when you heard me speaking there, you'll have heard me kind of throw in meditation and mindfulness. And I'll explain a little bit about what the difference is between the two, but also why I think that both are crucially important. So whenever I teach meditation, I always teach mindfulness. I teach the both together because I think it's really important to have both aspects. So meditate, I'm going to give this little definition and then I'm going to say it's not quite what I agree with, but here we go. One of the definitions is meditation is exploring our inner landscapes and mindfulness as an awareness of our external. Okay, what does that mean? So yes, meditation can help you explore your internal landscape, what's going on for you, how are you feeling, but mindfulness will also do that as well. And it's saying here, mindfulness is awareness of the external. Well, yeah, that's true, but meditation can also give you that as well. So for me, mindfulness is really having that awareness, engaging with your senses. What is your experience of this present moment? Okay, so mindfulness is all about the present moment. What is your experience of the present moment? Meditation can sometimes go a bit deeper and more expansive in that, you know, it's requiring us to stop, explore, maybe create a bit of a specific time for that to occur. And yeah, when I explain the different types of meditation, you'll see where that comes from. So anyway, meditation and mindfulness, the reason to do both. One, meditation will induce relaxation. Mindfulness is not designed to invoke relaxation. Mindfulness is about awareness. So you can use both. You can use meditation to relax the body, to calm the body, to, you know, connect with specific emotions, feelings, intentions. The mindfulness is about being in that present moment, having full awareness of what's going on right here, right now. And you can practice mindfulness anywhere, like this, listening to this podcast or watching this video. Are you doing something else at the same time? I know I listen to podcasts when I muck out my horses or when I drive the car. Is that by being mindful? No. That's multitasking, okay? And multitasking is what tends to put us into this state of, oh my gosh, I can't cope. Got too many things on my plate. And that's why mindfulness can help with things like overwhelm, because it's like, okay, let's focus on this video or this podcast, really be in that moment, because all you have is this moment, okay? So not reflecting on the past, not, you know, thinking about the future. Whereas your meditation, you might be reflecting on the past and you might be working on, you know, what you want in the future. So that's why I always teach both. You could have a mindful conversation with a friend. When you're on the phone with a friend, only have that conversation, only be with that person. Listen to that person, tune in. You can do the dishes, you could clean your teeth mindfully, fully being in that moment, engaging with the sensations. Got, you know, cup of tea here, you know, engaging with that. How does it feel? How does it smell? How does it taste? What's the temperature like? And just allowing your body just to, and mind to focus in on that one thing. So that's a little mini description. As I said, I'm wanting to try and keep this succinct because I know what I'm like listening to podcasts and speaking about attention span. And there's a few different things I want to go through. So a little bit there. That's the difference between meditation and mindfulness, and hopefully that makes sense. The other thing I would like to add into this podcast, Meditation 101, is about breathing. Okay, so your mindfulness practices and your meditation practices will typically include breath work or breathing exercises. And breathing is so important. It calms the body, it grounds the body, it detoxes the body. And it is one of the quickest ways to pull yourself back into your body, out of your head and into your body. So it's an incredible tool. Any of us can access anytime. You don't need to have any fancy schmancy breathwork exercises, just having the awareness of your breath. And a lot of Western Buddhist practices will simply be that, being with the breath, counting the breath, you know, just having that awareness. Alrighty, so breath work. One of my favorite breathing exercises, and I speak about this in my book, is simply just breathing in for the count of 3 and exhaling for the count of 5. Very simple, very succinct. You can do it now as you're listening to me. Breathe in for 3 and out for 5. You can do this when you're driving. You can do this if you're anxious. You can do this if you're waiting, you know, in the line somewhere. You can do it as you listen to podcasts. You can do it as preparation for meditation, anything like that. And it'll just really help calm you and connect body, mind, and soul all back together again. So I love, love, love that. Okay, types and styles of meditation. Now I have listed quite a few here. There's so many types and styles. And I think this is why it's important to say, if you've tried meditation before and you're like, was not for me, did not enjoy it, then listen up, because there's so many types and styles. So there might be something else that you enjoy. A lot of people, when they first start meditation, they're introduced through the likes of guided meditation. So listening to, it's a great place to start, but, you know, listening to things, it's like a story almost. We listen, we're guided, we have our eyes closed or our gaze down and tune into whatever is being said. Now, that being said, a lot of people can struggle with that. As I mentioned, if you struggle with attention span, can sometimes be a little bit challenging. Maybe if you're not the kind of person that visualizes or struggles to visualize, guided meditations can be quite challenging. And then you think, well, I can't visualize it. I'm rubbish at this. It doesn't work for me. You know, your mind will be wandering off elsewhere. And it's maybe just that guided meditation isn't the best place to start. And when I teach beginners how to meditate, I typically don't start there for that reason, because sometimes it can be a little bit more challenging just to, you know, switch off for your day and dive into a meadow or a starry night sky or whatever, you know. So I might throw in some of the challenges as we're going through. So some challenges I mentioned there were visualization. So struggling with visualization. So what I would suggest, if that is you, 1, don't start with a guided meditation practice. 2, build up to it. So something that might support you if you struggle with visualization is the likes of a candle meditation. So lighting a candle, looking at the candle, using that as your focus, focusing on your breath, focusing on the candle. You maybe want to close your eyes for a moment and just see if you can visualize the candle in your mind. Open your eyes if you can't, look at the candle. So you can begin to do things like that. Or maybe you've got a vase of flowers and you look at the flowers and you focus on your breath, close your eyes, see if you can still visualize the flowers and build up those visualization skills. It's something that many adults struggle with because we don't tend to connect in that way unless you're a creative person and maybe you've got a creative job. But if you're somebody that's like a planner or into logistics or things like that, then it might be more challenging for you to begin in that way. So guided meditations, lots of people love them. They can be really helpful once you do get into them, just to help take you somewhere different. And I know when I was ill and anxious and depressed, they supported me so much. Just visualizing being on a beach or somewhere that I would find really lovely and relaxing. So guided meditation, focused meditation. So I've briefly touched on that there as well. So the likes of a candle, using a candle, having a singular focus. The breath could be a focus, could be plants, it could be looking out your window and just connecting in. So having a visual focus or a physical focus as the breath to support your meditation. Movement meditation. So for those of you who say, Susie, I can't meditate, I can't sit still, hate sitting still, you don't have to sit still. Okay, so you can do dance meditation. I have loving, like through my recovery, like nervous system recovery, I've been doing so much dance meditation and I'm absolutely loving it. So dancing, anything that is repetitive. Knitting, okay? Knitting could be classed as meditation. If you're in that zone, click, 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 going through your knitting. Walking is a really great way and great time to both meditate and be mindful. Things like qigong, yoga, you know, some types of yoga could be classed as movement meditation as well. Tai chi, just, you know, being in awareness with your energy, moving the body, connecting mind, body, soul, allowing the mind to slow down. So loads of different types of movement meditation. Running, I class running as a form of meditation as well. Many people get great insights when they're out running. Mantra meditation. This is one of my favorite types of meditation. And this is a great place to start. You might think, mantra, great place to start. I don't think so. But it's a great one for focusing the mind. So mantra is using phrases. Now, when you look into it, typically there might be kind of Sanskrit, old Indian language phrases, and you're like, I don't even know what they mean, but it doesn't have to be. Could just be using a simple word or phrase like peaceful or calm, or using an affirmation like I am joyful, feel rested, things like that. And it's the repetition. So you're going to be repeating the phrase and using that as the focus for the mind. Now, the difference, I guess, between doing it that way, using just, Western language, I am calm, or whatever, you're not going to be getting the same deep vibrational aspects as you would of the Sanskrit mantra. So often you will chant when you're doing the mantra. Now, I remember the first mantra session I went to back, I don't know how many years ago that was. I remember like, oh my gosh, what is this? Have I joined some kind of cult? And now I absolutely adore it. I practice mantra pretty much every day. And absolutely love it. So mantra meditation is the repetition of phrases and chanting. I'm actually teaching that in my Be Free community class this evening. Transcendental meditation. So transcendental meditation is very, very popular. It's kind of, I would class as almost a little bit exclusive. It's like exclusive meditation. It's also mantra based, but you're taught this form of meditation by a specific practitioner, a transcendental meditation practitioner. So you would go and get taught by them. You would get given your own specific mantra to practice, and you would do that twice a day. Very, very popular, great results. So that's something that you could look at as well. Loving kindness. So loving kindness is a form of Buddhist meditation. I've probably said, I don't know how many times, it's my favorite. It's one of my favorite meditations. It's often one that I teach to beginners as well, because there's repetition involved in it. So it's about sending loving kindness to ourselves and to others, and you're taken through a set structure. So the structure can be quite helpful for those of you that are like, oh gosh, stuck with my own thoughts. You wouldn't be stuck with your own thoughts. Just with that, there's a set structure and phrases to repeat. Visualization is the same as guided meditation. And then within that, there's all sorts of different things. You could do chakra meditations. You could do guided body scans, are very, very popular. Yoga Nidra. There's all sorts of different elements, types, styles of meditation. So whether you want to move, whether you want to sit still, whether you want to focus and get taken a little story, whether you want to chant, all those things, there really is something for everyone. Okay, and of course, I will tell you where I would begin. But of course, you can access all this in my beautiful Be Free community, and I would love to have you there and share meditation with you, because it is incredible and it will change your life if you practice it. So yeah, a lot of people struggle thinking, I don't have time for meditation. That is nonsense. As I've said, you could be mindful cleaning your teeth. You could be mindful having a cup of tea. There is opportunities. Meditation could take as little as a minute, just sitting, being with the body, engaging with the body, being with the breath, counting the breath. 1 minute. So anybody who says they don't have time for meditation, you need to make the time. 1 minute. Get off the scrolling, get off the Netflix. Or even on Netflix, you could look up the guy that has the Calm app. He's got some stuff on Netflix. So there you go. You can even watch Netflix and meditate. So no excuses. Alrighty, so tools and techniques. There are numerous apps that could support you. I have an app for my community. There's also apps like the Calm app. Insight Timer is an app that is incredible. The likes of YouTube is where I kind of started when I was ill. I would listen to numerous meditations on YouTube. Places such as Buddhist centers or wherever you feel aligned, whether that's church or Buddhism or whatever, if you follow a particular religion. My community, my community. So yeah, come and join us. Come and see for yourself if meditation is for you, because yeah, I just love it. I am going to be doing some more lives on Insight Timer as well. So if you do have that app, give me a follow there. I'd really appreciate that. And then you will be notified that I'm going to be doing a live. Also, if you're on my email list, you can sign up to the email list and you will get access. They've got two different options. You can sign up to my anxiety busting meditation one, and you will get gifted that to your inbox. There's also the Amethyst Cave, which is a beautiful guided meditation as well. So you can sign up for that via my website. And once you're on the website, then you'll hear when I'm going to be going live on Insight Timer and places like that as well. So it's a great way to access free support. I also have a YouTube channel you can connect with there. Also have my Instagram, and my inbox is always open. You know, drop me a message. I can help guide you, support you with whatever meditation questions, things you have coming up for you. I would absolutely love to do that. Okay, shall we finish with a little mini guided practice? So if you are driving, do not do this. If you're not driving, then let's just have like a little 1 minute meditation. So let's pop one hand on our belly, one hand on our heart. Allow your eyes to drop closed or bring your gaze down. Taking a nice big deep breath in. Slowly breathing out. Again, breathing in. A nice way just to reset your day, exhaling, releasing anything that's come before. Feeling the weight of your bottom on the seat or wherever you are. Noticing any sounds around you. Noticing how your energy feels. We're just being really mindful here. What's going on for us currently? What temperature is your skin underneath your hands? Can you smell anything? Then connecting with the breath, noticing if you can feel any movement in any parts of the body with the breath. I want you now just to set an intention for when you come out of this moment. How would you like to feel? You maybe hear my horses whinnying in the background. How would you like to feel? Take a nice deep breath in, smiling. As you exhale, open those eyes. Beautiful. Amazing. Okay, simple, easy. Did you manage? Let me know, comment. So I thought that might be quite helpful just to have a little look at that there. If you do have any challenges with meditation, the ones I tend to hear most are can't sit still, don't have time, and can't visualize. I just thought of another one there and it's just gone from my mind. Oh yeah, your mind wandering. How ironic. Your mind wandering. And I want you to know that all these challenges are totally normal. You know, that you need to move, or you've got cramp, or you've got pins and needles in your foot, or, you know, all these things are normal. We're human beings and these things occur. So it's about acceptance. Okay, I accept my mind's wandering. I'm going to bring it back to my breath. Accept my mind's wandering. I'm going to bring it back to Susie's voice. You know, just accept what is going on for you. It's about not judging the situation or thinking it's right or wrong. You don't have to sit a certain way. You don't have to wear certain clothes. You don't have to be a particular religion. Anyone can meditate. So I hope that will inspire you. Go check out my YouTube channel, join me on Instagram, join me in my Be Free community. I would love to see you there and connect with you and meditate with you. There's nothing more powerful than group meditation. I adore it. And I hope that has supported you today. So sending you loads of love, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.